I think we can do one of my one, the one that said there's a new one coming called After the Rain. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, if you look for the
I can hear you.
After the Rain.
To watch it today. Look how make this. How you can do it.
We look into that live
Yeah,
now.
the one I'm
The
releasing.
world, no matter where you are, if you are watching us, welcome to another beautiful hour on the African Portal Radio. This hour, we have one of our very own in the studio that will be having the conversation together, and it's going to be a lovely, beautiful time on this broadcast this hour. I just want to connect no matter where you are, no matter the country where you reside. I welcome you to another beautiful time. Africa Portal Radio TV International. It's going to be a lovely and beautiful time for every one of us. But before that, let me just welcome my guest into the studio for the conversation this hour. Into she's not new to this house. We have a lot of opportunities to put her on the spotlight, and a lot of people have been calling me when they saw the posters out there. Double Chief Aki Williams called me this morning and also sent his greeting, and a lot of people all over the world, in England, in Nigeria, in America, have been talking about it, and they're waiting to hear from you. They are waiting to be part of this conversation this hour. But let me use this time to another beautiful time, African Portal Radio TV International. Stepping into an exclusive interview with Roseline Sanni-Ajose, the UK-based actress and a Nollywood artist, and also a legend on the African Portal Radio TV International. Those of you coming in, your comment is very, very important to me on this program. Please kindly send your comment, share it, let it go viral. The more comments I have on this program, the more energy I have to continue on this program. And also, your comment is actually the petrol that the show will be using to move forward. So celebrate this great woman of our time, the talented woman, one of the great people that make Africa be great and showcase Africa out there. Let me use this time to welcome RSA Roseline Sanni-Ajose to the African Portal Radio. Ma, welcome to African Portal. I'm so delighted and I'm so happy to see your beautiful face again this hour. Welcome to the African Portal.
Thank you so much. Sorry, let me give you just a quick correction. My name is pronounced Roseline Sanni-Ajose.
Ajose, okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. That is a beautiful one. I said not Ajose. Thank you very much for that. Just make sure that I supposed to have known by now because you are not new to this house. But sorry, that is just that sometimes Yoruba, if you are not careful about Yoruba, if you don't know where ho is, if you are calling o, you may you may miss the main thing. But thank you very much for that correction. Thank you everyone joining us. We have in the house that we having this conversation together, and we'll be talking about career, the movie, the journey, the ups and downs. It's a new year, it's 2022. What is coming in 2022 and what we should be and those conversation that we'll be talking about that. This question is not new to her, but I'm repeat that question. A lot of people will be listening to us. They want to know her, where you are, and the position you hold in society.
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Who you are, where you are, and the position you hold.
Okay. Good evening, everybody listening to us all over the world. My name is Roseline Sanni-Ajose. Ajose is from Lagos Island, married to Ajose from Lagos Island. I currently live in the United Kingdom. And my position, should I so to say, I'm a Nollywood actress. Often people say Nollywood actress. I said I often refer to myself as an international actress and a movie producer. And I also work for the NHS in the United Kingdom here as a senior anesthetic practitioner in theatre, which is surgery.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just want to ask for the people that is trying to join to the Facebook or to our website www.theafricanportal. This link will not be able to contain all of us. Please kindly join us. It's live on the African Portal Radio on the also YouTube. Dimeji Iwalese. Kindly, please step out, join us on the Facebook, or you can watch it on our website, also on our YouTube. You can watch it live. You can send your comments. You can also call in on +27 703 3584. Also, Junior, please kindly do the same, because if every one of us should get in through this space, we gonna affect the network, and that will not us enjoy ourselves in this conversation. So please kindly do me that favor. Join us on the African Portal on Facebook, also on YouTube. I really appreciate you. You are the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. God bless you. Yes, ma. I really, really enjoy your acting, things you put together, and your achieve. You are one of the great women, and I love to celebrate most time when I have opportunity to engage you. But let's quickly look at the journey into movie industry. I know I've had this conversation before, but for the benefit of those who listened to that conversation then, that's about almost a year or two
A
years
year
ago.
ago,
So
yeah.
a lot of things have happened after then, and a lot of things have take place. You have done Elame. You release a lot of movie after that. I have opportunity to see on your page on YouTube and also on Instagram. But having said that, I just want you to quickly give us background of where you're coming from, what actually into the movie industry.
Like I always say to people, coming into the industry is it's not by accident. And it's also not is the thing that I really wanted to do. But I say it's been ordained by God. I know a lot of people might think, what do you mean God ordained you to come into the movie industry? I began my journey as a theater practitioner in the year 2005 when I finished my nursing training here in the United Kingdom. And then before then, I've been having dreams and seeing myself among the Nollywood people, among the people that act here in UK and in America. To me, I just always like, oh yeah, just because you watch a lot of movies, that's why you tend to dream and see them. Until there was a particular year, just a minor thing happened at work, and the management decide to take a drastic action that they shouldn't have done. So for about a month, I was at home, not working, not doing anything. But the more I go to bed, or even having just a little nap in the afternoon, I'll just dream and be seeing myself acting movies. So it became a bit too concerning for me, and then I decided to consult some of the our spiritual leaders, which is the pastors. And my dad is a pastor. And then I said, this is what I've been seeing. It's been ongoing for many, many years, but I've been ignoring it. But now it has become too much for me to bear. I just want them to shed more light into why I'm having this particular dream all over and over again. And then they prayed with me, we fasted, and then they said, Sister, I think the Lord wants you to go into the movie industry. my reaction is, that's not for me. I think they said to be in the movie industry, you have to have it. You have to have the X factor. And then I said to them, I don't think I have anything to warrant me to go into the movie industry. They said, well, the job you think you love so much, if you don't obey the calling of God, you might end up losing a job. So that's how I find myself in the movie industry. Hello.
Time, a lot of people really appreciate the journey so far, and what you have been able to put together, especially when it comes to the movie industry. No, I'm behind the scene. I'm just putting you on the spotlight to make sure that people see your face broad wide, and people see the wide angle of your camera, because that is very important. I know you are into the movies and you understand how all these things work. People want to see the wide
Yes.
angles, they want to see the background, they want to see the beauty of where you are and stuff like that. And to be honest to
Yes.
you, your journey, your path in the movie industry is shining and shining and shining, because it's been orchestrated by God, and because you are coming from a background of which you know God, and you having a parent that also believe in God, and that also is helping as well in the industry. I think that's one of the things. Not I think, I believe that is one of the things that is actually making you different and making you more vibrant in the industry. To be
Yeah.
honest to you, a lot of people are speaking to me behind the scene, talking about your talent. Even not only in Nigeria, other people from other parts of the world, from other countries in Africa, from other nations, they are talking about your acting and your role in the movie industry. But let me quickly just take you on this, which is very important, and I believe that my listeners at home also would love to know. When you start movie in 2001 or somewhere there when you mentioned it, which one is the first? I mean, the first one that you can say, wow, this is the first one that knocked me out, that make people to see me, that make me to like, wow, so I can do this. Which and what is the title?
I think my first movie was titled Promise. Promise was made by another producer, but the one that really brought RSA into the limelight, that we did a lot of premiere and people, that's when I really thought, okay, I can call myself an actress and a movie producer. That was when the year we released the movie Labor, Life is a Journey, in the United Kingdom. So Labor, Life is a Journey, it's a movie that I hold so much to my heart. I can watch that movie over and over and over again. Even to reshoot Labor would be a thing that I would love to do in the future, because the movie sort of it took us back home. It took us right to the root of our culture. It took us to the parenting upbringing. How we that we call ourselves the diasporans, we have our children abroad. How do we bring them up? By incorporating the African culture, that they don't lose the value of our culture, which is very important. So I really appreciate that movie and I really love that movie. If you haven't seen Labo, Labo means Ile Labo Simioko. If you haven't seen the movie Labo, Life is a Journey, I would really advise you to go and watch it.
Wow, wow. A lot of people that is listening to us at home, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate every one of you. It's a very beautiful, lovely hour here in Pretoria, South Africa, as we are having this engagement with this great woman of our time. And if you have not had opportunity to probably see any of her work, please go out there, go to your YouTube, just look for a name on YouTube. You will see all the movies that she have produced and she have acted in it. And one of the things that I believe is that as time goes on, we will be having this almost every time. David San kindly please help us join us on Facebook. Elizabeth A, please kindly join us on Facebook. MOT, kindly join us on Facebook. This space we're not going to contain all of us is affecting the connection in the studio as well, as we will not be able to accommodate a lot of people on this space. So I'm so sorry. It's live on our website www.theafricanportal.co.za. Let's go onto our Facebook page as well. The African Portal is live there. I'm going to share it on the to my sister as well, and at the same time you can also go to the www.theafricanportal.co.za. You can also watch it there. Thank you very much for your understanding. I really appreciate every one of you. Sorry about that. We just have to make sure that we put that information out for us to be on the same page and for us to also enjoy ourselves, so that we will not more do everything together. I want you to enjoy this program, and I promise you, you're going to enjoy it, because we have the most vibrant woman of our time in the studio with us, that we are having this conversation together. But I think a part of this program is not complete if I'm still stuck in this language that I'm speaking, and not actually taking you back to the motherland in Africa, back to Nigeria, back to Yoruba land a bit, just to give you the taste ẹ kú fi ọmọnìyàn ṣe, ẹ kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí àtàgbé ètò lórí The African Portal Radio lẹ́wà nílùú Victoria, ẹlẹ́rọ àmì ìtìtì lórí òkè Waterkloof. Ó lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yìí, tó ń dùn tó ń dún tó ń dún tó ń dún tó ń dún lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀, tó ń dún tó sì mú ayọ̀ wá fún wa. Ẹ máa share, ẹ máa like, ẹ máa comment, ẹ̀yin tí ń wọlé, ẹ máa bá wa fi ètò yìí, ẹ máa bá wa jù ú ta, ẹ máa kọ́mẹ́ǹtì yóò gangan òun lè po tí ètò yìí ń lò láti fi rìn. Ẹ máa da kọ́mẹ́ǹtì bò wá, ojú òní tì yín, mú kí yín lé, mú kí yín lóko, mú kí yín lọ́nà, mú kí yín ní gbogbo ibi tẹ́ wà pátápátá pé ẹ kú déédéé wòyí, ẹ kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí. Let me use this time to greet everyone, no matter the language you speak, no matter where you are, all over the world. I greet you according to your time zone, and I greet you according to your language. In South Africa, Dumila, Ashe, Moloi, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all the Muslim brothers and sisters and all Africa in northern part of Africa. In East Africa, Abarisa in East Africa. In North, South, Central Africa, we greet you. We say hello, bonjour. No matter the language you speak, we greet you. Also in Yoruba land, we greet you. In Igbo land, we greet you. Kedu. In northern part of Nigeria, we say Inakwana. In Yoruba land, Ekasan, Lekosi, Ekabo, Sori Atagbe Eto. Ìyàwó rẹ̀ lójú òpó gbajúgbajà eré orí ìtàgé ni wọ́n. Wọ́n sì jẹ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run gbà fún nínú iṣẹ́ yìí. Tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn èèyàn tó Ọlọ́run gbà fún, àwọn tó jẹ́ pé mùsèmúsè wọn ó dá músémúsé. Tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa eré orí ìtàgé ní ilẹ̀ yìí àti lókè òkun, Ọlọ́run gbà fún wọn, iṣẹ́ yìí sì yé wọn, ó yé wọn tójú tẹ̀yìn ni. Ìyá wa, ojú òní tì yín, bàjẹ́ òní bá yín. Èdè bó mo fi wọlé tí mò ń ṣèbó bíi àjàkàrà. Ṣé ẹ sì mọ̀ pé tó bá ti lọ lé àná, tó bá lọ ṣèbó lé àná fúnra rẹ̀ náà ni ó tu. Ẹ̀hún náà ló jẹ́ padà tó jẹ́ kí n tún lọ mọ́ ọtún lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan báyìí. Wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbé sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́, wọn ò sì gbọ́dọ̀ gbé lẹ̀ pé ìṣọmọ Yorùbá tí n bá ṣerú ẹ̀, ó yẹ kán bá mi wí. Yorùbá ni yín, iyì ọmọ Yorùbá mo sì gbọ́dọ̀ fi wọ̀n yín, mo gbọ́dọ̀ fi iyì àtẹ̀yẹ ọmọ Yorùbá mo gbọ́dọ̀ fi wọ̀n yín. Nítorí náà mo kí yín, mo sì nà yín lọ́gọ̀ ẹnu. Yorùbá nìkan ló lè ṣàlàyé irú èèyàn tẹ́yin jẹ́. Kò sí èdè míì lábẹ́ ọ̀run tó lè ṣàlàyé irú èèyàn tiyín. Tí Yorùbá bá wò yín, Yorùbá ó sọ wípé ọmọ dára, ó dára bí egbin. Yorùbá ó tún wò yín, yóò sọ wípé oníwà tútù bí àdàbà. Yorùbá pé, Yorùbá sì ní àwọn àkàwé tó fi ń ṣàkàwé èèyàn bíi titi yín. Tí Yorùbá bá tún fẹ́ wò yín, wọ́n ní ògún ná gbòǹgbò tí ń dátọ́ lẹ́nu ìgbín. Àwọn Yorùbá nìkan ló nírú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ bá ń lọ́wọ́. Kò sédè míì tẹ́ ti lè gbọ́rù nǹkan bá ń. Yorùbá ló ní, ọ̀nà ló jẹ́ mọ́ fi yẹ̀yẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tí mo fi ń wọ̀ yín lórí ètò yìí. Àwọn kan gbọ́ yín tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá, tí wọ́n sì ń dùn láti gbọ́ Yorùbá lẹ́nu yín. Ẹ kí wọn náà, kí wọn kẹ́ dárúkọ yín fún wọn.
Mo fi àsìkò yìí kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, ọmọ Hausa, from South Africa, all over the world, ní gbogbo ibikíbi tí wọ́n bá ti ń gbọ́ wa. bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí mo kí yín ẹ káalẹ́ ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ a kú Sunday a kú déédé àsìkò yìí orúkọ mi ni Roseline Omidan Roseline Sanni-Ajose láti ìlú Nàìjíríà but ìlú UK ni mo base sí as an actress.
láti ìlú.
ó lẹ́tí gbọ́ ògbẹ́ yẹn wa ti gbọ́ wá ń lé ṣé ti gbọ́ Yorùbá lẹ́nu wọn ẹ rí bí Yorùbá ṣe dùn lẹ́nu wọn ṣé ẹ rí pé ọ̀tọ̀ ní kéèyàn lẹ́wà ọ̀tọ̀ ní kéèyàn kẹ́rí ẹ̀kẹ́ rẹwà lára rẹ̀ kẹ́ mọ́ rò wípé ẹni yóò lè sọ Yorùbá kankan abẹ́ẹ̀rí ẹ tó lẹ́wà tó báyìí bó lè ẹ̀yin náà gbọ́ Yorùbá bó ṣe dùn lẹ́nu wọn gédégédé torí pé mùsèmùsè wọn ó dá músèmúsè Ọlọ́run gbà fún wọn nínú iṣẹ́ yìí Ọlọ́run sì ti gbógo fún wọn nínú iṣẹ́ yìí ìràwọ̀ wọn ń tàn ògo Olúwa ti ń tàn tí ò ní kú láíláí lágbára Èdùmàrè yá ẹ̀ ní wálẹ̀ o ẹ ní wálẹ̀ lágbára Èdùmàrè àjọṣewò sí ní dojúrú lágbára Èdùmàrè èyí tí ń wọlé sójú agbágbé ètò yìí ẹ máa kọ́mẹ̀ntì yín gangan òun náà ní nǹkan tí èmi fẹ́ tẹ́ bá ṣe ń kọ́mẹ̀ntì orí mi ó máa wú ara mi ó máa yá gágá tẹ́ bá sì ṣe ń ṣíà ètò yìí èyí gangan ni ó máa tì mí sí free yóò dàgbà tẹ́ pẹ́ gbé mi lọ sórí òkè Cocoa House ní tẹ́ tarí mi sílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ṣe rí lára mi ẹ̀yẹ kan wọlé sórí àtàgbé ètò yìí kẹ́ máa ṣíà ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣíà ẹ̀ orí mi ó máa wú yóò sì máa lọ ká gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé ọkàn mi náà sì inú tèmi náà máa dùn ayọ̀ mi ó sì máa kún ẹ má bá ń ṣíà ètò yìí ẹ ṣíà ẹ̀ lógúnlógún ẹ ṣíà lọ́gbọ̀lọ́gbọ̀ kò ní bàjẹ́ fẹ́ nìkan ọkàn wa ojú òní tiwa àjọṣewò ní dojúrú lágbára ẹ ní wálẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìwà ní àgbáńlá ayé pátápátá ẹ ní wálẹ̀ lágbára Èdùmàrè alájọṣepé ayọ̀ inú wo sì máa dùn ní nínú ilé wa ayọ̀ lọ́dẹ wa ayọ̀ yóò máa dùn ní kò ní kan lágbára Èdùmàrè èmi ni ọmọ yín ọ̀rẹ́ yín olólùfẹ́ yín Olúdáre Olúsọmọ olùṣọ́ àgùntàn Samuel Olúṣẹ́gun Olúsan bàbá dámọ́ntọ̀ fọmọkùnrin bọ̀lẹ̀bọ̀lẹ̀ káríbi kọ́lé sí mo ní ọjọ́ kẹfà tí ìrùkù lẹ́lẹ́ jẹ láti lè yá dùnbù ẹ̀ràn fún mi jẹ jí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe tẹ̀jẹ́ ọba ajé fọwọ́ tiẹ̀ jẹ Ọlọ́run ọba ló gbé akalẹ̀ ọba ńlá ọba àná ọba òní ọba tó nígbà ọba tó lákòókò ọba tó lo gbogbo nínú gbogbo olùmọ̀ràn ọkàn aláṣìírí ọjọ́ aláṣìírí ìgbà Ọlọ́run ọba fúnni má ṣìrègún òun náà lọ́lọ́run olagbójúlé olalámọ̀ olómọwá oníbẹ̀rẹ̀ olópin ológo olẹ́wà òun náà ló ń gbogbo tá a ní òun ló gbogbo nínú gbogbo fún wa kan ló tó sìn ó nìkan àlè kí àlè yín àlè lórí ètò yìí ká máa bàrè ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ tó rò ló pa wá mọ́ o tí ò bá sóun ni kò sáwa ẹ wò ń gbà tá a gbé pósítà tápà ń bọ̀ lórí ètò tí bá kàn gbé pósítà ta ni ẹ tó jẹ́ àwa lọ lọ́hùn olólùkùn ẹ̀mí wa kò jẹ́ kọ́tọ̀ ó gbà á ó sì fún wa láǹfààní ó jẹ́ àwà láyé ó jẹ́ àwà láàyè wa àìsàn ògbéwádé Ọlọ́run àdúpẹ́ o elédùn àdúpẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ń wọlé Dr. P ẹ bá wà live lórí Facebook ó wà lórí Facebook very much those of you connecting to us. This program is live on Facebook. This page will not contain every one of us. I will not be able to put all of us in the spotlight on this page. But go to the YouTube or Facebook or to our website www.theafricanportal.co.za. This program is live. You can watch it. You can call 277033584 for more information, or you want to comment, you want to celebrate this kind of our time. Please, call me on +277033584. I will really appreciate it. Call me. Let's have conversation. Thank you very much. David Sonny, kindly help me go to Facebook, go and watch it. Dr. P, do the same. Thank you, everyone. I really, 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 really appreciate every one of you. You are the best, and you are the co-host of this program. Yes, my mom, I really, really appreciate you. You know, in Africa, we have one great opportunity when we have women in the studio. They are our mother. They are the center of life. You know, I appreciate it, especially when I have talented women in the house. Man, let's quickly look at one of the important things that I think we need to talk about. Let's talk about the woman in the contents of African continent and in the Black race. A lot of challenges is facing us as Black women, especially in this time when people are Black or calling for the equality, gender equality, and stuff like that. Man, what are you doing with your own talent and with your movie? Your movie and your space in the movie industry? What are you doing to actually educate women, especially about their rights in the marriage, in the community, and in the society, and their role in the community? What are you doing to make that important or put that in the spotlight?
Thank you for the question. Aside acting as a movie producer or actress, I also work for the NHS, which we've been opportune to see a lot of women that have been, I wouldn't say abused, or should I say abused? Just nearly, just say it as it is. We've been opportune to see women that have been abused, that have been in an abused relationship, kids that are in abused relationship. We do have in NHS setting, we have lines. We have organizations we could refer them to that will help them to come out of such relationship. For me as an individual, because I've been opportune to see so many things in the NHS setting, so I try to bring that same principle into my work as a movie producer or an actress. So any movie I produce, I try to produce movie that talk to humanity, that speaks the mind of people. Because a lot of women that are in an abused relationship, they don't know, number one, that they're being abused. When you approach them to say, hey, I think you can't even approach them. So I as a movie producer and actress, we use our movie to send a message out there to say, if you're in an abused relationship, this is how you can spot it, and this is how you can come out of it. And during our campaigns, or when we in an interview like this, we always trying to encourage the younger generation that if you're coming into a movie industry, you're going into in a relationship, don't go in because of the man is rich, or you're going in because the man is able to look after me. You're going in because of the love you want to bring into that relationship. Because the minute you're thinking you're going into a relationship because the man is rich, he's got money, he's got affluence, when the man start abusing you, to come out of that relationship will be very, very difficult. So going into a relationship, or people that are in relationship that are unable to come out of it, we use our movie to sort of speak to them, to spot the sign, to be able to spot the sign, to say when you're in a relationship, you need to be able to recognize it. When people talk to you, you need to be able to say, okay, I think I do agree, I'm in an abused relationship, and how to get help to come out of that relationship. And as a young woman, as a growing up in United Kingdom, we have the freedom of speech. We're able to talk. I would say maybe in Africa, if you're in a relationship that you've been abused, they're unable to come out. But in England, we encourage people. You see anything that it's not normal, you come out openly and you talk about it.
Wow, wow, wow. And I like that. And I'm going to take you from that, where you just stopped now, that you guys are very focal because you grow up in an environment whereby you train to be focal, you've trained
Yeah.
to also express yourself, also trained to make sure that don't keep silent, talk about it. But let's look at the context of Africa. Africa, we have culture and we have our own way of life whereby there are some systems that design from our forefathers saying that okololoriaya, stuff like that. Whatever that is happening, you have to respect husband, keep the secret of your marriage within your marriage. You must not tell everyone about the challenges you are facing in your life. And a lot of women die in such relationship, all in the name of okololoriaya. Don't expose your family. Don't tell people about secret what is going on behind the closed doors and stuff like that. Are you saying that also we need to also bring that of idea of people being vocal, people being have opportunity to express themselves? Are you saying we need to introduce such culture to our community in Africa?
I think there are organizations that are dealing with such such domestic abuse already in Nigeria or in Africa. And then if there isn't any, I'll take this opportunity to say, if you're in an abused relationship in Nigeria or in any part of Africa, don't keep quiet. Because the more you keep quiet, your children, they're seeing what is going on, they're going to grow up. That is why you see some children, they grow up become hooligans, or they run away from home because they cannot stand the heat that is happening at home. So as a woman, one thing I always encourage women, don't be a dependent on a man. A lot of abuse happen in relationship abuse happen in Nigeria or in Africa, because most women, or some women, don't let me generalize, they rely on their husband to provide for the family. So if as a woman you're able to say, this is a relationship, what can you bring on the table? It's not about the man saying okololori aya. It's about working together to make the relationship 100%. So people that they find themselves in an abused relationship, you find that some of them, it is because they're 100% relying on the husband. So therefore, the husband will have the upper hand to say, when I say sit there, you sit. It's when I give you money to eat, you're able to eat. Because he's in charge of the relationship. In a relationship, there shouldn't be anybody in charge. God did not create husband and wife to somebody you be in charge of the home. Then you're using your being in charge, because Africans say okololori aya, to start abusing another person's daughter. As a daughter, please educate yourself as a woman. Don't let a man walk all over you. Men that tend to walk all over women, they know that they dominate the relationship. Without me, this woman is nobody. When you're standing as an individual, as a woman, trust me, there isn't any man that can come and walk all over, because you yourself, you're an independent woman. You support the marriage. If you don't support the marriage, there is no way a man will be treating you like a slave. And if you decide to stay at home as a staying at home mom, let it be an agreement between both of you, not the husband making, when I say sit at home, you sit. When I say stand up there, you stand. Because without me, you're nobody anyway. So my advice to women, if you know you don't want a man to be treating you, kicking you around the house like a football, please educate yourself. Be a supporter in the family rather than a taker.
Hmm. Wow, wow. Thank you very much for that. And I really, really appreciate you. Those of you joining us, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate every one of you. Please keep sharing this program. Keep talking about it. Keep commenting. Let me know what you have in mind. I'm going to the movie aspect of this conversation, but I'm engaging my guests on you that is, I mean, what is happening in our community, in our society, how we can have a society that is free of abuse, that there will not be women abuse or child abuse or husband abuse, because this sometimes we keep on talking about the most of the time some men also experience marriage, but we will not go deep into that this evening, as my guest is somebody that is very vibrant and very good when it comes to family issue, when it comes to community issue, society issue, and many things about life. So I'm going to be taking us from one step to the other, and I will make sure that I stop and get from all the gifts that God have deposited in her. Man, let's quickly look at the journey into movie and achievement in the movie industry so far. If we should count it, how many movies have you been produced or act in? You can count back and say, okay, this is amount of the movie that I know that I have right now that so well.
For me personally, I think if I can count back, I think from my production, we've produced up to 5 to 6 movie. Some of them we haven't released. Some of them we have released. And for working with other people, I think I can count up to 12 to 15 movie that I've worked with other people.
All right. All right. Okay. Can you give us the title of those six you just mentioned for yourself? Can we? Do you still remember the title, or you lose the count, or you lose the title?
No,
The movie you're talking about.
my first movie was titled Promise. Promise. That was my first
Promise.
one. Then I did Oriyomi, a Yoruba movie. Then Labo, Life is a Journey. Then I did um, In a Strange Land. Then I did uh, After the Rain. After the Rain is yet to be released. And then we did, we haven't given it a title yet, but the working title we're sort of working with at the moment is Born to Live. So Born to Live is about an autistic child that was born. Don't let me give you too much details. We're still sort of working on it.
Wow.
So far that's what I've done so
All
far.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 So you still have some that is still hanging, that is still on the way to come out, that people still needs to watch out for it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's talk about Promise. The Promise is the firstborn, if I put it that way. Promise is the firstborn from you. Why Promise, and why that title, and what is it all about?
Promise is a movie that I did together with Nelson Spikes. It's just basically talking about a young girl that wanted to get married. Um, to what she's really looking for in a man is not what she should be looking out for, but because the man is so rich, so vibrant, and then think, wow, this one will look after me. So she settled for him. But in the long run, the relationship didn't really go the way she she planned for it, and then they end up breaking up. So on the this a young girl that was living in Nigeria. She came here to do her masters, and they met the man, decide to settle down for him. But in the long run, finishing the movie, because the man has promised her, or both of them have promised each other that they will not leave each other. So they end up coming back to reconcile and say, "Oh, you know what? Let's put the odds behind us and let's move on." So they end up not breaking their promise.
Mm, 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 mm. And a lot of people find themselves in that relationship of that kind of movie that you just mentioned now, that they have a covenant within themselves, probably by
Mm,
blood, whereby, when they are still in the teenage age, where they don't know what they are doing, they cut themselves, they drink each other blood. Promise me you're
yes.
not gonna leave me. When everything is still very hot in their
Yeah.
body, and
Mhm.
when they are teenage age, and everything is like very, very lovely to. But I mean, along the line, things go wrong, and now because of the covenants they make to themselves, they
Yeah.
cannot break the covenant. Now stuck into that relationship. If you are
Mm,
struggling in such thing and you are experiencing such problem, or you are in this, you can speak to us. Probably we can also help in that area of counseling you, and what needs to be done. You can call me on +277033584. This conversation is not going to be just throwing question to her. It's going to be a sensation that whereby we help our community, also at the same time our young generation, because we are in the generation whereby many things go wrong, and many
mm,
people facing or dying of things that is not supposed to kill them. So that is what this program is all about. It's an educative program, and at the same time, it's an entertainment. I mean, to entertain you, also to give you some knowledge of my guest and to know my guest better. All right, man. Let's look at the promise again, because I love the title of that music. I mean, of that album, that movie. And one of the things that I just love about what you just said now is that it's happening in our community in Africa. Let's look at it. Who are the people that actually act in it, and how long it take you to put that together, and how can people get that particular movie? Promise. Is it still
Oh,
available? Is it still in distribution?
no, Promise is a movie that we did in 2005. I still have some copies with me, but it's a movie we just did just for a start. So it's not on YouTube, but I do have some copies if anybody wants to have a copy.
Are you looking forward to do a kind of probably re-release again and repackage it again and make it more modern? 2005 is quite long. It's about 17 years
Yeah,
ago. But the
go,
message
yeah.
in that movie, I think, is still relevant to this current generation. Are you
Mm.
thinking of repackaging it and reintroduce it and put it on YouTube so that the current generation also can also benefit from it? Are you planning of doing that?
It's a thing we could look into doing. Yeah, yeah, we could look into it.
Okay, probably that would be one of the assignments that you this program this hour. Probably that will be one of the assignment that you will need to go back to YouTube and work on it, because I think that kind of movie is going to help many lives, especially in this
Mm,
current generation where people
yep.
still love in another way. All right,
Mm.
thank you very much for that. I really, really appreciate it. You have opportunity to feature in other movies as well. It's not your own, it's for other people, and also you are the you feature in those movies. Can you tell us one of them or two that you actually feature in, and you play a very big role?
Okay. I think it's one of them is produced by T.Y. Toimo. It's called Captivated. Captivated is just basically, I think they're still showing in on some African Nigerian channel, African channel in Africa. Captivated is basically just speaking to we parents that when we have our children, we believe so much in our old culture, whatever culture we were born into, which is the deep traditional culture, and they're trying to initiate the child they're having in this generation into that kind of culture by doing, in Nigeria they say, I don't know how to put it in English, or my singbere si won lara, or my they'll go and do they'll sort of do some incarnation of their body to make them say you will not forget you yourself when you grow up. So the movie Captivated, there is a young girl that was initiated when she was given birth to when she was young, and then growing up into a proper adulthood, getting married became a big issue for her because the initiation they did to her when she was younger kept following her. The covenant they sort of made she made with their gods was following her when she was meant to, settle down in life. Yeah, and then she went back to God and started challenging God. Why are these things happening to me? And then God reminded her, and it was a parent that reminded her initially that, do you remember that we gave you back to our God when we gave birth to you, but you've left the the initiating we what we initiated you into, you've left it. There's a pot you're meant to be feeding, you're not feeding the pot. So the pot is meant to be the one guiding you like a mini god. So her as a young lady now felt, I don't want this. This a free world. when you gave birth to me those days, you believe in Shango, in all these mini gods. But now we're in the era that Jesus Christ has died for us. I don't want to follow that gods anymore. So she sort of went back to God, and God delivered her. So that's what Captivated really is all about.
Wow, wow, wow. So what role do you play in that movie? What is your own role in that movie?
I played the lead role, the lady that was initiated from the young age and then begin to meet some misfortune when she grew into an adult later in life. So her name is
All
called
right.
Rose.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure if Okay, thank you so much. Sorry, I'm making it snappy. I'm not sure if Dr. P is a man or a woman, but thank you very much. And there's a question coming from Dr. P. Dr. P said, let's talk about and tell us more about in a strange land, like your experience in a strange land and your what you want to tell us. Because I mean, growing up in an environment whereby this is not where your ancestors actually coming from originally, being in
Mm.
a strange land, what does it mean to you, and what are the challenges that's facing you being in a strange land?
In a strange land is basically talking about modern day slavery because many years ago they say they've abolished slavery in the modern era. But some so-called rich peoples, the A-list people, doctors, lawyers, they decide to bring the slavery back, and they titled it modern day slavery. And I'm sure if you follow CNN, BBC, Sky, all the news all over, there is no any workplace you apply to work these days. There's always a modern day slavery statement to say you are aware of modern day slavery. So modern day slavery is just in a strange land. Sorry, it's just talking about a girl that was trafficked from Nigeria, rural area in Nigeria, Ila village to be precise. The the so-called the elite people in United Kingdom went. This is a true life story. They went to the village in Nigeria and they sort of coerced the mother, the family to say, we are here, we will give your children the better life. People back home, once you mention the word abroad, everybody sort of they jump at it, not knowing what they're really going to do in that abroad. So the parents they gave the child to this young family of a lawyer and an high fly investment banker, and then lo and behold, they brought the young lady here, and it became a whole different story that they started abusing the child until she was able to free herself one day and reported to the police, and the family went to jail.
Wow, everyone listening to us, pardon me. In a Strange Land is a movie that also tell the story. She's what she just narrates to us right now. So it's one of the movies that she also produced, and is one of the movies that you need to go out there and go and grab your copy. If you are listening to me, most of this movie talking about is on YouTube. You can go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube account. You can definitely watch it there. You can also download it as well. And at the same time, if you want to be part of this conversation, you can call +277-033-584 is the number to call. I'm expecting a few calls to come in as we are having these guests in the house that we are having the conversation together. But having said that, I appreciate those of you that you are connecting. Top P, thank you very much. Sonny, thank you very much. I'm seeing all your commenting and you're seeing all your messages behind the scene, and also greeting from my guests as well. Thank you very much, every one of you. All right, let's look at what you just mentioned now in the strange land. The what you just say about that particular movie. When you put it together, it's a kind of thing that a lot of people seems to believe that until when you step out of your fatherland, go to a strange land, that is where you can succeed. Is that a kind of rather, that is true? Or, is it something that we need to tell the current generation that is not true? What is your own view about that?
Personally, I wouldn't say I didn't grow up so much in Nigeria. However, I did up to my GCSE level in Nigeria. I know the kind of hardship people go through in Nigeria because I was there till I was at the age of 15 years old. So when people come to you in Africa, not just Nigeria alone, any part of Africa, especially those people living in the rural area, they don't even know what Lagos is. They don't know where Abuja is. They don't know where Pretoria is. They don't know where which other lovely side of Joburg
Johannesburg
is.
is.
Do you know? Those are the like a
It's just
mini.
coming. It's just coming from Limpopo, or coming from
Exactly,
coming from the rural area.
exactly. So you now promise them you're going to take them past those area, those you're going to take them past Abuja, past Lagos. Those are the elite where elite people live in Nigeria, and you're now promising them, I'm not going to stop you in Lagos. I'm not going to stop you in Abuja. I'm going to take you to Obodo Ibo. Ah, true. Where white people live. They will jump at it. There are so many of our young girls they've lied to like that. They've taken them to the Middle East. I have someone that
Hmm.
went to the Middle East, my niece. I have to call the mom to say, please, she must return back to Nigeria because what they use this
Hmm.
girl to do in the Middle East, it's uncalled for.
Hmm.
So we always say to our younger generation, they want to make money so fast, they want everything so fast. Nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy in life. You need to work for it. If you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor, you need to work legitimately. If anybody come to Africa to lie to you, to say they're going to give you heaven on earth, please research into the history, the details of those people that are promising you to bring you to London. For someone to just promise to buy you tickets, do visa for you, give you an accommodation, come on, it's too good to be true. They are not your parents. Obviously, they're bringing you abroad for something else, for something illegal. Is it that they bring you into prostitution, or they bring you into slavery, domestic servitude, or they bring you into doing all sorts of odd immorality to your body? So Nigeria is a good place to be. I know a lot of people say, they probably, oh my, you must see me pay, you're telling us, why are you not living in Nigeria then? Nigeria is a good place to be as long as you have your freedom. There isn't any point of
Hmm.
coming to abroad. Someone lied to you, they bring you to abroad. You have no freedom. Freedom is very important in
Hmm.
life. There is a lot of people we see in the news dying in the Mediterranean Sea every day. You don't want to lose your life. The Bible says when you have your life, there is hope. As long as you're in Nigeria, you're in the rural area, you have hope. Work hard. Work hard. Don't do things that is immoral. Don't let people coerce you into bringing you abroad and they make you do things that is against your destiny. Because once you start getting involved into all those shady business, it's against your destiny. So our advice to people in Nigeria is, please, Nigeria is a hard place to be. Africa is a hard place to be. But as long as you have your identity, you have your freedom, please stay there. Wait for the time that is appropriate for you to travel. Don't jump the gun.
Hmm. Hmm. Wow, what an advice. That means even if it's possible for you that you need to travel, go in a proper way, go through the normal, procedure,
Yeah.
follow the normal route, know you are going to where you are going to. Don't let anybody blindfold you, put you in the ship, take you through the back door, and making you go through unnecessary pains, unnecessary stress. Lost a lot of vibrant, great African citizens into
Yes.
this molestation, into this funny traveling method. And that is one of the things that I told you earlier on, that this conversation is not only going to be about my guest, Roseline Sanni. It's going to be about community. It's going to be about you. It's going to be about me. Ma, what is your own personal definition of desperation?
Desperation is when you need to get out now, now, now. When you're sick, sometimes I wouldn't use that term desperation, because there are some there's a charity that I was an ambassador for a couple of years ago, Afroca. I went to one of their teaching. They said there is something called the push and the pull. The push is what is pushing them. They want a better life. They want to live an affluent life. Sorry, the pull is they want to live a better life. The push, they want to get away from poverty. They don't want to live in a rural area. They want to have a name for themselves. So when you say desperation, sometimes people can do things to say, is it that do or die? I'm ready for it. As long as I get out of this Niger. Please don't get too desperate. Don't get too desperate. Because desperation can cost you that it's either you do or die. So I wouldn't use the term desperation, because through my brother, Nigeria is hard. It's a hard country. It's a hard country to live in.
Mm.
I've been there. People say you should come and live home. Yes, I can
I'm
live
there.
in Nigeria.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you and I'm enjoying what you are talking about. And I just want us to engage on that, because it seems that they designed this hardship for people for nothing. Because there is no reason why people should be living in this kind of hardship in a country, in a continent that is blessed with mineral resources, that is make an honey, that peel our ground. There is a lot of mineral resources on our ground, but still the citizens of Africa still in pains. They are still experiencing the advanced slavery, let me put it that way, because some people also are also slave in their own land. Some are slave in their own father's house. And that is one of the things, like you mentioned, the push. Some of the things that is pushing people out is that's make them to be desperate is the hardship on the, in their country, in their land. Are you working on that to also try to educate the government of the pains that people are going through? Do you have like that you work on, or that is coming up soon?
That's what the movie Labo Life is a Journey was really all about. To tell us that we know Nigeria is people think it's not a good place to be, but there are people still living and making life there. People live in Nigeria. When I went to Abuja, I went to AIT compound. AIT compound is like having a sky. You're in a sky compound here. People live there, they make life. So sometimes it's we, the citizens, that are the obstacle to our own progress because of greed. Because somebody is eating, I don't want that person to eat. In Nigeria, they call it Operation Te Bale Bae Bulese. If you can't meet up, cut off his leg. If you operate on that operation, if you can't, exactly. If you operate on that, you need to have it at the back of your mind that there is God watching over all of us somewhere. Somebody that you're saying Operation Tobale by Bulese, you've forgotten that person has a God. Only that it is Tombaring. Only spirit it is Tomba Shishe. So if you think you're in a big position in Nigeria, you're operating on that wrong terrain. Because you're eating, you're in a big position, you don't want other people to eat. The citizens of Nigeria sometimes, they are the enemy of their own progress. Because I've been opportune to live in Nigeria for continuous 3 months. You can't go out with half a million naira. Half a million naira you will dash people. These are people that are working for themselves. These are people that are getting paid at the end of the month. They will give you a letter to go and meet one general whatever. Before you can see general whatever, you have spent like almost 200K. So just to meet general whatever. So tell me, how would there's no honesty in that country. They have no moral. Once they see you come from abroad, they just want to collect what you have in your hand, forgetting that we people that live abroad, we work for our money. We don't steal money on the streets. As if moral can return back to Nigeria, that country, Nigeria, the country would be great. It is because we, the citizens, we are the ones holding our own future, not to move forward. Tell me, how can I'm sorry to say, they say Ashiwaji want to contest for an election to be Nigerian president. What's he looking for? Fame? Power? What's he looking for? Encourage the younger generation to sit or to be Nigerian president and move Nigerian forward. Move Nigerian forward. I don't know Ashiwaju, whoever that is watching me anywhere, I don't know him, but I don't think he should be going for Nigerian presidency. He shouldn't. He shouldn't.
Let me make it a bit of engagement. Let me make it a bit of engagement, because you are touching in an area that is more fragile, and a lot of people seem to shine away from it. They don't want to talk about it. Many media houses don't want to go there. They just want to shine away from it. But let's make it a bit of engagement. Let's look at the situation people are going through right now in the Nigeria, because the problem facing Nigeria is facing all African countries. Believe me, take it or you leave it. It is either you accept it or you don't. If Nigeria gets it right, other African countries will get it right. Nigeria seems to call themselves the giant of Africa, not by the land, not by the resources, not by what they have. I think it's by the mindset and by their belief. But let's look at the religion aspect of it, that religion is not really playing the role that is supposed to play in the mainstream, because a lot of people that we are looking up to, problem happening in the country is also happening in the religious setting. Some people, as old as they are still sitting in the post, even though they are 80 plus, but they still want to sit there, be the GO, or be the leader of the church, when they have the younger people in the church that they cannot actually rate them, or put them into that space, but they're just sitting down in that space that is not doing anything for them. They are already tired and they are not ready to get out of it. Let me just put it this way. What do you think we need to do? Especially the leaders are not believing the youth anymore. You go to that area, and that is why I'm so interested in it to talk about it. The leaders are not believing in the youth. They are so scared of the youth that, no, don't hand over power to these people. If you hand over power to them, we will become their meat. They are going to eat us because of the shenanigans that we've done in the past. So they are scared to hand over to the youth, and the youth is not trusting the leaders as well, because the population of the people outside jogging to steal money in Nigeria are more than the people that is currently there now stealing the money. You, as a public figure and as somebody that have been in abroad, living in abroad all your life, your exposure, what do you think we need to do in this situation that we are in now?
I think first of all, the youth, so to speak, in Nigeria, they need to work in a way to gain the confidence of the older generation to be able to hand over power to them. Because as we speak right now, a newborn baby in Nigeria, if you put a newborn baby down, you put 100 naira and a water bottle. A newborn baby to pick which one? A newborn baby will pick that money. Because our brain is so much into money. The growth of the people of Nigerian is not in our hearts. It is money that we're going to steal there that's in our heart, to say that's what we're racing to, why we're going to become the president or to become governor or to become senator of a place. The people we're going to serve, the people we're going to look after, the community we're going to say, this is me, come, I will look after you. Their interest is not in the heart of this, our so-called younger generation. So tell me, how would the older generation trust them? First of all, we need to build the trust. We need to build the trust when they entrust 100,000 million into your account. Okay, they want you to go and give that to so and so. Go and deliver 100,000 to that person they've asked you to go and give it to.
Hello, sir. Ma, please kindly permit me, ma. I have a caller, and this is one of the leaders, and this is one of the people that I respect so much. He's the GM of the first pensioner radio in Africa, and is one of the people that I believe so much, and I love what he's doing. This is Dr. Otoba Babatunde Tiamiyu, the general manager of Pensioner FM in Ibadan, first in Africa. So we're having a conversation with one of our very own in the studio. This is one of the great women. She's an actress. She's based in UK. She's doing so well for herself. She's a great woman, exposed, and we are having a conversation about the current problem: hardship in the land, hardship, unnecessary hardship in the land. A lot of people are living in Nigeria, and they are living as a slave in a country that's flowing with milk and honey. People cannot proud of 3-time food in a day. And people are so desperate to leave the country, to get out of the country. The situation in Nigeria is even more closer to what is going on in Afghanistan. Sir, what is your view as a community leader and as somebody that is knowing what is going on based in Nigeria? What is your own comments on?
Yeah, thank you very much, Dari. And good evening, Madam Sanni-Ajose.
Good evening, sir.
I have been following your conversation for some time now on the program, the African Port Radio and TV. Thank you for your in-depth analysis and on the spot assessment of the situation in Nigeria. The truth of the matter is, I'm going to just speak on two things. First and foremost, our leaders are deliberately impoverishing Nigerians in order to control their minds towards their own selfish gains. You see, wherever you have poverty, people will not know the difference between wrong and right, and that is one of the things you refer to in your analysis, that Nigerians are in a way dishonest people, looking at the people who come from abroad as if they are money from the gutters. My dear sister, you see, Yoruba man sọ wípé kò sí ọmọ kò tọ́. Poverty has ravaged so many Nigerians back home that they want to get at anything. Though that doesn't mean that we should lose our integrity, because that is what Yorubas especially were known for, the concept of Omoluabi. That is what has eluded most Nigerians of today. And the major cause of this is in any country whatsoever, where you live merit for nepotism, selfishness, and favoritism. That is what you get. In Nigeria today, we worship materialism. And that is why you have so many social vices drawing back the progress of the country. Everybody wants to be millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire because of the bad example who's being set by our leaders. There's no more room for merit. It is only the highest bidder from time to time. And like you rightly said, one of the top-notch supposed contestant for the 2023 presidential election, like you said, I don't know what such a person or people like him are still looking for in this age, in this generation, 21st century. People, octogenarians, septuagenarians want to control the destiny of a nation, where other nations are trying as much as possible to create leeway for their youth. But that is the situation we find ourselves. We keep on talking about it and see what we can do. People like us, we are some set of youths around me to look at the ways that they can use their own God-given talents and energy, also to acquire needed education so that they can stand on their feet without looking at anybody or seeking for God-forsaken words or quick words in whatever way. So we continue to talk about it. I'm a media person, I'm a journalist. I will continue to use my career to educate the people, especially the youth, on rights and wrongs, because no matter what, your integrity speaks for you wherever you may be. So we continue to talk about this. I want to appreciate Madam Roseline Sanni-Ajose for your analysis. I enjoyed the brief moment I've been able to listen to you on today's program. Thank you very much. But we keep on talking and enlightening ourselves. And by so doing, too, I would like, if Dari will oblige me your contact, I would like to feature you directly from UK. I have a program that I call African Pride every Tuesday evening. If you can make an arrangement and feature on it directly from that place live into my studios. Thank you very much. I enjoy your analysis.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tiamiyu. That is a very beautiful and a lovely contribution. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. And I will definitely do that. I will connect you with her. She's one of the great women. She's an actress and she's well. I think we need, I believe we need women like this in our community to also like our away from the from unnecessary pains or unnecessary bondage they put themselves. All right, thank you very much, Otuba. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. We'll talk some more after the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, everyone listening to us. If you want to call me, you can call me on +277033584. Join the conversation on the African Portal Radio TV International. Coming to you live from Pretoria here in South Africa. Like I said to you, that it's not going to be only asking questions. It's going to be an interactive section whereby we engage and we talk about things that have to do with life. Man, we step out of this program. We already spent about 1 hour, 12 minutes on this program, and I've not covered what actually I'm here for, but I'm enjoying the conversation, and my time is running very, very fast. And each and every time I have opportunity to engage you, I know you're very busy, and each and every time I engage you, I want to make sure that I empty everything in so that I can get to respond to it. All right, let's quickly look at the your career, and as a woman, how are you balancing it? Being a career woman, a wife, and also a community leader, a movie actress, and everything. How are you balancing all this? How do you manage to go or cope with all this?
Yeah, I must say it's quite challenging. It's not an easy task, but we thank God that He's giving us the grace, because there's always something I always ask from God. I said, please, God, continue to give me something called inner ability. Inner ability in everything we do is very important. If you don't have the inner ability, even though if you have the grace to do it, the inner ability to project that thing out won't make it. If you don't have it, the project might not work. So and I also thank my people like Dr. P. Those are people that are any project I want to do, they support you. They support you financially, they support you morally, they support you 100% with everything they have to say this project would be a success. So, Dr. P, thank you very much if you're still listening. And my husband, my kids, I would say they've been a big rock, Mr. Ajose. That's my, a lot of people always think I'm from Lagos. I'm not from Lagos. I'm married to a Lagosian, and many people have asked me, come and be a politician in my hometown, Ondo State. Come and be a politician in Lagos State. I said I'll push my husband to come and be a politician instead. But we thank God for His grace. My husband is my number one fan. He supports me anywhere, to anywhere I'm going. His neck is forever there for me to say, I am there for you. My dad as well. My dad is a CSE pastor, Christ Apostolic Church, Pastor David Sanni. I say thank you to him because with prayer, he never stopped praying for me. Any project I want to do, I call, I say, Dad, this is what I want to do. We put it in prayer, and God always showed up. And I also want to thank all the CSE members as well. There is no premiere that I do that CSE member, they come out in numbers to come and support me. And I would not forget my career as a nurse. My fellow doctors, my fellow nurse, my colleague, healthcare assistant, there isn't any, I'm sure a lot of them are listening to me right now. They probably don't want to connect. They come and be asking me questions afterwards. People that are listening, I just want to say thank you to all my colleagues. You've been an inspiration to me. They're ever so proud to say, look at my fellow nurse. She's an actress. She's supporting the community. She's bringing out, not just being a nurse. She's doing her own bit in the community. So I say thank you to my fellow people in the health sector. And for people like the African Porter, if we don't have you, there isn't any movie we will do that will get out there. People can be calling Roseline Sanni-Ajose. If you don't put our name out there, people will know who we are. So we want to thank you as well, Double Otumba. We want to say thank you. You know, you are the engine that is making us to keep the job rolling. So I say thank you to everybody. And if I've not mentioned your name, my neighbors, my friends, my everyone that have been a massive supporter to the journey of RSA. If I've not mentioned your name, there's so many of them. Alaji Dahatu, our former ambassador in 2016, 17. You know, he's been a great contributor to my journey. My very close friend, ambassador of Ukraine, Ambassador Shino Alege, you've been a big inspiration to my journey. I can only say thank you to everybody. Not African Magic in Nigeria, they've been a great inspiration too. AIT, they've been a big pillar. When my first movie came out, Labor Life is a Journey, they took me like their baby. They supported me all the way. I say thank you to all of you. Without you, I won't be who I am today. So thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thanks to everyone that have support her in one way or the other. That have not answered my questions. I think you divert my questions to just make it to thank the people. Why? You already mentioned a few of it, your husband, yes. But you know, a career woman being successful in the journey, it takes a lot of effort. Where are you getting the energy that you are using to continue?
I just told you, I said it's something called inner strength. When God give you inner strength, energy, you go miles. You know, God is the ultimate. Over all these people that I'm thanking, if God has not given them the ability to support me, they won't support me. So it is one thing I always ask from God: inner strength, inner ability to be able to say, I want to do this, and God will help me to do it. Inner ability, inner
Wow.
strength. Yeah.
Thank you. I intentionally want you to repeat that again and again so that people can hear that it is the inner energy that you have.
Yeah.
And one of the things that you need to get from this program is that for you to succeed in life, you need inner strength and you also
Mm,
need inner peace. You need
mm,
inner peace. If you are not in peace with yourself and you are looking
mm,
for peace from others, you will not likely get to where you are going through too. So
mm.
you need inner strength, you need inner energy. Thank you very much for that. What is coming is 2022. I decide to make it the beginning of the year before we get into the year before it gets busy. That's why I said, let me quickly engage you. What is coming in 2022? What should we be expecting from your table?
Like I said, I have movies that have not yet been released yet. One of them is After the Rain. So I'm happy to speak to our sorry, should I say gentleman, our daddy that came to, that called in earlier on, the leader of the pensioners in Nigeria. The movie is basically supporting the pensioners. There are so many
Wow.
people they've worked.
What a
Mhm.
coincidence.
I'm telling you, they work tired.
It's a
That's what I
divine
say. Let's.
arrangement. It's not a coincidence.
They've. That's what I say. You should play the. Let's play the trailer for After the Rain. It's basically made for the pensioners. You know, begging, or should I say, appealing to the Nigerian government to say, please, these people they've served you. They have worked for the nation. They have worked for the country. Why deprive them of their entitlement up to the point of death? So the movie is based on a particular man that he's got kidney problem. He has to have dialysis. He wants kidney transplant, but because the government refused to release his pension, the man has to suffer. The family has to go through hardship. So I won't tell you the whole story. It's just telling the Nigerian government.
No,
I am
you
not
don't
a
have to.
government. Yeah. I don't want to be politician, but I want to please be begging the Nigerian government. We have young, talented people in our country. Nigeria is such a, when I'm in Nigeria,
Let's give
my
them
mind is
space.
at peace. My mind is at
Hmm.
peace. But why are you spoiling the country for us? We are your future.
Hmm.
We are your future.
Hmm.
Please look after us. Don't jeopardize the future of your children, of your great grandchildren.
Hmm.
So I'm just begging the Nigerian government, appealing on behalf of these people, appealing on behalf of everybody, on behalf of everybody. Let's leave religion. You're Muslim, you're Christian. If they cut you with knife, same red blood will come out of your vein. Please,
Hmm.
please, Nigerian government. I know Nigerian citizens, we have a lot to
Wow.
contribute, but they our current leader, the current leader. Please.
Hmm. Wow, wow. Everyone listening to us, I'm so delighted. I'm so happy to have this conversation with multi award winning Roseline Sunny. I just said that we are having this conversation together and she have been a great blessing to us. Otuba Babatunde Tiamiyu, I'm going to speak to you behind the scene and we are going to have a conference call because the movie coming out is about the pensioner and you are the general manager of the Pensioner FM, the first pensioner radio in Africa. And by the grace of God, this project is going to be our project. We're going to make sure, I'm going to link two of you together. I will be in Nigeria also in a couple of months as well, that I'm going to also having a conversation with you when I'm in the radio in Nigeria as well. Most especially about your work coming out that is going to help the pensioners. People are going through the hardship for unnecessarily. People that have served, people that have worked all their lives, and when it's time for you to pay them back, it becomes difficult. It becomes a problem for you to give them their entitlement. That is uncalled for. That is wickedness. And those are the things that the movie coming out is talking about. So watch out for it. It's coming from the table of the multi-award winning Roseline Sanni. Please watch out for it. When it's come out, you're going to be part of it. And the African Portal will always promote your work. We will almost tell about your story. We have been part of you, and we will always be by the grace of God. All right, before I let you go, what is going on in the world right now that you want it to stop? And what is going on in the world right now that you are happy with it and want it to continue?
I just want the whole world to. I know it's impossible to ask the world to be at peace, because if the world is at peace, that means there won't be any job for the people guarding the security borders and stuff. Let's just work together like one. Let's stop this rivalry. I've been watching the news since yesterday about Ukraine and what's this other country now?
And Russia.
And Russia. Yes, thank you. Let's live at peace. Whatever they're asking for, please, Ukraine or Russia, be at peace with each other. I'm the sort of person I like to listen to my UK news. But yes, day before yesterday, I just stumbled into Euro news. And then what I was listening to there doesn't sound so much appealing. So I just want to say, if this one want to fight, this one want to, please. Because when we throw this fight, it isn't the people that you're targeting that will get the hit. The people that get the hit are the minority, the individual that are going about their business, going to work in the morning, going to put food on the table for the children, the citizen, the innocent citizens. They're the one that get to suffer, not you, the government. So I just want to say, I'm not a politician, please. Ukraine and Russia, don't quote me. Live amicably with each other. Whatever you're asking for from each other, let it not bring war.
Let the peace
That's what
reign.
I. Yes, please.
All right.
Yes.
So what is going on in the world that you want it to continue?
I say unity. Let the unity continue to. The election is coming. I want the people that will look after Nigeria, the so-called Nigerian people suffering. The election has started now. Please slowly let the right people get there. That's my prayer.
All right. You have a lot of projects that you are embarking on, both in UK and also in Africa. And can you tell us a bit about the project you are embarking on? How people can get in touch with you? How people can be part of your project, and also how people can also benefit from the project you have at end?
We, like I said, we have a movie we're yet to remove. It's talking about the pensioners. We will need assistance in terms of promotions. I'm still looking around to know the media house that can give it to, that will help me to showcase in the right place, TV stations or YouTube channels. If anybody out there listening to me, you can connect me to the right person to give the movie to. Um, we have another one we are sort of working on at the moment. It's just basically talking about marriage. 1 minute everything will be all right in the marriage. The next minute anybody can throw a very tiny stuff in that marriage, And the marriage, if you're not careful, it could be that's the end of the marriage. So we have that we're working on, hopefully by summer this year. And I'm also doing a program at uni, which I wouldn't want to disclose. That's taking up my time at the moment. Want to know more about the public health. So I'm doing a program just around that. I won't let the cat out too much yet. Just to know, we live in England. We want to go back home. How do you help the public? How do you help the public in a positive way? And another project I'm doing is about Born to Live. It's just basically talking about an autistic child. Not necessarily autistic. We just play to the side of autistic, but any child that is born disabled in Africa, they tend to label as imbecile. They tend to label them as they cannot function in life. They can't make it in life. So basically what the movie is saying that for the mere fact that you're born an handicapped person, that if you come to England, come to abroad, come and see handicapped people making life proper. So it's Nigerian mentality that once your child is born, he can't speak, he can't walk. There are so many things they can get involved with, and they make it in life. Stop stereotyping handicapped people. Stop being judgmental. Stop seeing somebody begging money on the streets with no harm and think, yeah, want to shake me phone. They can never make it in life. Who tells you that? How do you know? You're not the creator of that person. So Nigerians, Africans as a whole, or we as an individual, we don't pray to have an handicapped kid, but we live in a world that we don't know the unknown. We don't know what can happen tomorrow. Somebody that is fit and well tomorrow can become something else tomorrow morning. So when you see such people, don't stereotype them. Don't make fun of them. Don't laugh at them. And we, the mothers as well, the parents, we shouldn't be too shy to come out with that child. We shouldn't be too shy to say, I don't want to tell my fellow people that my child is born disabled. They are born to live. So that's all
right.
my work.
Definitely, that will be another conversation for another day. I'm going to engage
Yeah.
you on that as well, because that is another very, very important topic that we need to speak on. And I hope if I call on you again, you will love to be here again.
Oh, yes. Yes, I will come.
All right. Thank you very much. And the same question that I asked you last time, I'm going to repeat it. Where do you see yourself in the next coming 10 years?
God, only God, gone are the days when I always said that in 5-10 years time I want to be this, I want to be that. You can't predict the future. You can only ask God for his grace, for good health, good life. God keep you in his abundant grace. So you can't predict the future. We want to live long. We're working hard, so we can't predict the future.
All right. Thank you very much. I love that. Our future is in God's hand, and we are going to have a beautiful picture. Thank you very much, Abiloye. Well done. Beautiful message. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your comments. I'm getting some comments privately, and I really, really appreciate all of you that you are sending the private messages. Thank you so much. You are the co-host of this program, and I celebrate every one of you, and I appreciate you. Everyone all over the world, join me to celebrate this great woman of our time, Roseline Sanni-Ajose, the multi-award winning great woman of our time, doing so well, actress, a leader, Nollywood legend, and one of the great women of our time. We celebrate you, and we say thank you for coming out on the African Portal to be part of the conversation tonight. We will be having you on board soon. Immediately when I get to Nigeria, I'm thinking of we should have a project regarding what you just said now, regarding the the handicaps. I think we need to have a kind of project towards that. I will be in Nigeria in March. We are looking forward to put one or two things together to also help the community. I will communicate with you in that regard and see what we can be able to put together to educate the people about that and to also help people to liberate them, because information is very key. Information is what we need in this generation. Thank you very much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. I would have said you should thank people, but you already do that already. You already thanked a lot of people
People.
earlier on. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Everyone, go
Thank
out
you.
there, go and grab the movie that she already have out. She's on YouTube, she's on Instagram, she's on all social media. Follow her, be part of it, enjoy our program, enjoy a movie in Kenya, in Nairobi, in Botswana, in Swaziland, in Lesotho, in South Africa. You want to collaborate, you want an actress that can perform or feature in any project. She's available as well. You can call me on +277033584. This is the woman that I know that she's very good in what she do, and she go for nothing but quality. She believe in quality. She believe in perfection. She love what quality. Her definition, her name is quality. I know her, and I've seen that in her. It's written all over her. Quality, and she's always on time. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate your time on this
Thank you.
broadcast this hour.
Thank you.
Before I let you go, do you have anything you want to say or your advice to women out there?
Mm, I'm not a lazy woman, so I always advise women, please don't be lazy. Whatever you want in life, please go for it. The younger generation, whatever you want, please go for it as long as it's genuine. Don't be lazy. Be a support. I'm a married woman with 2 children, I'm a great supporter of my family. As women out there, support your husband, support your home. Don't leave the home to the man alone to look after. Be a supporter. Don't be a taker.
All right, but this is one of the things that we do on the African Portal. We are not bringing you here alone to interview you, but we bring you here to celebrate you. I look to your face and I say, well done for the great job that you are doing. We give you a tap
Thank
in the
you.
shoulder and say, keep doing the great job. You know, Africa have this funny attitude of not us. I mean, we don't appreciate ourselves, but we are changing the narrative. We appreciate you. We celebrate you. We say, keep doing the great job. And people are sending comments. I really, really appreciate those of you that are sending comments. And please, I want to plead to you, if you are listening to this program, please speak to me after this program. I love your name and I want to engage you as well. Dimeji Iwalesin. Dimeji Iwalesin. Say, thank God for the life and the success of RSA. And I pray for continued grace of God on our life, family, and career. God bless her. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank
Dimeji
you.
Iwalesin. I love the name Iwalesin. Please, I want to engage you. If you feel like, call me on +277033584. And definitely, Mrs. Ajose, I will connect you to Otumba Babatunde Tiamiyu regarding the pensioner FM and regarding your project on the pensions. And also in March, we'll be in Nigeria. I want us to talk about how we can have a kind of conference or a workshop to help the handicapped or the people that have the disability people in the house that they are hiding them. We need to educate them as well. That is
That's
what
right.
this
Yeah.
program is all about: to network, to connect, and to find permanent solution to the problem in our community. Nobody is going to do it for us. We have to do it by
We
ourselves.
have to
And
do
it's
it.
time
That's
for
right.
us to wake up to the reality of the time and start bringing solution to some of the problems that we can handle. We cannot leave everything to the hand of the government. Let's also contribute our quota to the problem, to find solution to the problem. If we can identify the problem, we should also be identify the solution to the problem. It's one thing to talk about the problem, it's another thing to find the solution to the
And the
problem.
solution.
And we are the solutions. We are not the part of the problem. We are the part of the solution. We make things happen. Thank you very much, Ma. I really, really appreciate you. Out of
Thank
your
you.
busy schedule, you give us opportunity to be on this broadcast. God bless you.
Thank you.
Keep
Thank
shining,
you.
keep smiling, keep doing the great work you are doing. God bless you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you
See
so
you
much for
again.
having
Bye.
me. Thank
for now.
you.
To everyone listening to us, thank you very, very much. Bye. Ẹ ṣeun ojú òní tì yín. Ẹ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbẹ̀yìn tó wọlé sójú òpó ètò yìí. Àjọṣewò ò ní dojúrú. Orúkọ mi ò yí padà. Èmi náà ni ọmọ yín, ọ̀rẹ́ yín, olólùfẹ́ yín, olódà. Ẹ máa gbọ́ The African Portal. Ojú òní tì yín nílùú Ìbàdàn tí mo ti wá. Dánfò ní ṣiṣẹ́ rí láì ní kọ̀ǹdọ́. Tẹ bá rọmọ ní Dánfò tó bá dúwájú gbàgbà rẹ̀ tó ní parọ́ máwọn èèyàn. Iṣẹ́ ló mọ́lá o, iṣẹ́ mọ́lá lálẹ́ yìí mo ké tọ̀tàn mo dìbò fẹ́nu mi ọdún bọ̀m̀bọ̀ tìrì bọ̀m̀bọ̀. Ire, ayọ̀, àtàláfíà kó máa bá wa gbé lówelówe náà lùlù àgídìgbò ọlọ́gbọ́n ní ń jó ìran àwọn ọ̀mọ̀ràn náà ní mọ́. Ẹ̀yin ọ̀mọ̀ràn tẹ́ wọlé sójú òpó ètò yìí ojú òní ti yín ìbàjẹ́ òní bá yín. Ẹ pàdé wa láago 8 orílẹ̀-èdè South Africa. Ètò kan ń bọ̀ wá sójú òpó ètò yìí. Ẹ pàdé wa láago 9 Mary Bowman láti orílẹ̀-èdè Jamaica náà yóò máa wà sórí ètò yìí. Join us by 8 o'clock. We have a program coming up on top of the hour. By 9 o'clock South African time also, Mary Bowman will be joining us all the way from Jamaica on this program. The African Portal is home for all. Please keep sharing it, keep watching it, keep talking about it. We are your one-stop media house where everyone has to say. And I want to thank my sister that joined us, Mrs. Ajose. Thank you for your time. I really, really appreciate it. In every now and then, we'll be bringing you to this spotlight to have a conversation with you. Keep it up. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate it. Those of you that comment, thank you so much for your time on this program. I will see you on top of the hour by the grace of God. God bless you. Enjoy this music as we'll be dishing it out from us to you on the African Portal. Dimeji Walesen, I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much for your comment, and God bless you. Really good. I really, really appreciate it. A lot of you sending comments. I really appreciate every one of you. Keep sending it, keep watching it, keep talking about it. It's home for all, where everyone have a say. RSA say thank you all. Thank you very much, RS. God bless you. You can follow her on Facebook and also on Instagram. She's available on all the social media. Agbe mi ṣetán ó fẹ́ máa relé ìdáró lékèlékè mi ṣe tó fẹ́ máa relé ìkẹfùn oníyan ṣe ọlọ́bẹ̀ ṣe ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá jẹ́ ẹ̀kú àìbínú bí mo ṣe máa ń sọ pé a máa fi ọ̀bẹ nú bẹ́ṣu ní àtẹ́lẹsẹ̀ a sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń bá náà bọ̀ nìkan là ní dé bá ń lé o. Ire, ayọ̀, àtàláfíà kó bàbá wa gbé lówe náà lùlù àgídìgbò ọlọ́gbọ́n ní jo ìran àwọn ọ̀mọ̀ràn ní mọ́ ẹ̀yin ọ̀mọ̀ràn tẹ́ wọlé sójú òpó ètò yìí ojú òní tì yìí o ìbàjẹ́ òní bá yín ọdún tuntun àwáyé ọdún ayọ̀ ọdún bùkún ọdún ríná ọdún rílò ọdún rí jẹ ọdún tẹ̀síwájú chick. Thank you for coming in. We already stepping out of the program. God bless every one of you. Ire, ayọ̀, àtàláfíà kó máa bá wa gbé. Àìdààmú ojú òsì ní tiwa. Ẹ máa fọdún títí a fi pàdé lọ́jọ́ míì ọjọ́ rẹ̀. Ire náà lójú owó ń rí. Ire ni kójú wọn máa rí o. Ẹ pàdé wa lórí ètò yìí láago 8 orílẹ̀-èdè South Africa. Ibi tá ti máa dábòlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lórí ètò yìí. Ẹ ní wálẹ̀ o lágbára ìgbàlódé tí ń gbọ́ wa ní gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé. Ẹ ní wálẹ̀ ire lójú owó ń rí ìyẹn lẹ́ẹ̀máa rí o. Ẹ ṣeun o. Ẹ̀yin tí ń pè wá àti lè gbà pé ní ìsìn yìí a ṣì wà lórí àtàgbé ètò. Ẹ ṣeun adúpẹ́ pé òkun a máa gbà pé yín àdúgbò wa ti lọ a lè gbà pé mọ́ àti kúrò lórí àtàgbé ètò yìí. Ẹ mọ̀ fún ìjẹ́ gbádùn títí ẹ fi pàdé ọjọ́ ìsinmi lónìí. Ire ni ti yín o. Ire nílé yìí, ire lọ́dẹ̀ yìí, ire nínú ilé, ire lọ́nà, ire ní gbogbo tẹ́ bá lọ. Ire lójú owó ń rí, ire ní kójú yóò máa rí. Ẹ má jẹ gbádùn eléyìí látọ̀dọ̀ wa.